Hi friends, it's farm week this week at the summer reading program, and I've got my favorite farm animal, and we're gonna draw cows 3 ways. Okay, I'm gonna start with this one. Okay, so I've got my coloring pencils here. Different colors. Let me see if I have a marker for this. Okay. This is a nice big black marker, and this little guy is fashioned after a squishmallow, which is like somewhere between a pillow and a stuffed animal, and they're super soft and really cute. Now we're gonna draw one. So the top is thinner than the bottom, so I come out with this curve, come out, so it's getting wider, and then it sort of flattens out for the bottom. Okay, doesn't have to be any certain like perfect shape, just narrower at the top. And then these little curves are going to be horns, and then underneath that are ears. Curve and then come in a little bit. So they're almost like loops, but they don't close all the way. And in the center for the muzzle is this round shape. It's sort of like an oval, sort of like a rectangle. The corners are curved. Small circles. Now for the eyes, we'll do them, let's see, large circle, and then you draw a line in the middle, which sounds weird, but I learned how to draw this really cute eyeball, where you put a circle and then a smaller circle for both eyes, and now you fill in around those. So the circles, they stay white, and it looks like a reflection or a highlight on their eyes. It's really cute, and I think that my favorite part of the cow is their eyes. I think they have the most beautiful eyes. And very soft little curve here. Great. And for the cow's spots, I always do a curve with sort of like a dent in it, and I almost imagine like the top of a heart, so you could imagine the rest of the heart could go down here. And up here, do the same one, and it connects right to the edge, so you can imagine that this spot continues onto the back side of this squishmallow. I'm using my pencils to color, but you can use your favorite, whatever your favorite thing is for coloring. And his ear, her ear. Oh, and this little curve makes it seem like you can see the bottom, the inside part of her ear. Like this is the top of the ear curved over. This is a thought bubble. These dots, circle, circle, big circle. And there we go. She's thinking of something loving. There's the squishmallow. The shape of it really can be, let's see, what am I trying to say? Really not perfect. I think it adds charm if your lines are a little bit wobbly, because, you know, no one's gonna think this is a photograph. So it looks hand-drawn because it is hand-drawn. Now these ears go down. They're almost like the shape I would make for a leaf. And then that line does the same thing where it'll look like you can see the top of the ear curved. This muzzle part, let's see, curve and curve, and then I'm gonna connect them. Okay, that gives it a nice, like, irregular shape. Tiny nostrils. And then the mouth's gonna be open, tall, narrow, oval. Doing this makes it look like the bottom there is gonna be the tongue. This muzzle part, let's see, curve and curve, and then I'm gonna connect them. Okay, that gives it a nice, like, irregular shape. Tiny nostrils. And then the mouth's gonna be open, tall, narrow, oval. Doing this makes it look like the bottom there is gonna be the tongue. And just a little diagonal line to start the body, and we'll go diagonal for the legs and down a little bit for the leg that's in front. The back is round and it's right up against the head. The tail and the top of the tail, sort of like a paintbrush. Let's do the bottom here. The legs are all straight lines. Okay, and then the back leg, it's sort of like we can only see half of it. And then round belly. I'm gonna make the hooves black. So for here, I'll do pink for the tongue, but then I'll go over it with this rust color. And then I'll go really a lot harder to the back. And then maybe a regular red back there. It's not dark enough. I'm gonna do brown. Yeah. And I'm gonna use the same brown for the spots. Wiggly line. Fill it in. Now this is going to be a speech bubble. I always start with the triangle, part of a triangle pointing down towards the speaker, and then I write what I want to write. That way I know I'm not going to run out of space. If I do my circle first, then I might not have enough room for whatever I want to write in there. So I always do the triangle part, the words, and then the speech bubble around it. Cute. Second cow. Now, this is a Highland cow. This is Miss Vicky's favorite. If you go up to Scotland, they might call it a highland cow. And they're so scruffy and beautiful. This one is a more involved drawing, so I'm gonna do a little bit of sketching, but I'm gonna do it in color. So it'll sort of just disappear when I put the colors in. So first we'll do very, very light. We'll do a circle, like almost like you can't see it, hardly at all, just so you can just barely see the shadow of a circle. I don't even know if that'll come up in the video, so like I'll make a part of it darker. Okay. Circle, and then for the nose we'll have shape for the top, very little bit of a curve, a little bit of a curve, and connect them. And through, let's put a line very lightly across the top portion of the circle, and then parallel line there, so that'll help guide us for the ears and horns later. And to make the face, we'll do a guide line, so above this parallel, right above there, touch the circle and then connect it to the top of the nose. So above the line, we'll curve and connect it with the nose. And let's see, under the line, we'll connect it, let's see, outside, right outside of the circle, and we'll connect it to the corner. And this will be a straight line. And this, do a curve, or no, sorry, diagonal down here, and sort of a diamond for the body. I think that you can see that okay. And we'll start here making more permanent lines. Okay. And if you want, you could do this in pen and then go back and erase your lines. Just gonna incorporate mine. So making a small dent there, and also here just the smallest indication of top lip. Okay, and the bottom is just going to be a curve, very slight. For the nostrils, do curves, and right in the bottom we'll continue the curve into a circle. And let's see, connect. Okay, we'll do more of a softer curve, connecting here and going out a little, following the circle we had sketched, and the top of the head will be here. Okay. Let's see, in between here, we'll bring this line out. This is going to be part of the horn. And in between the two lines, we'll do the ear. So connecting this point to this corner, give you the ears curve. Okay, then bring this up. Round the point. Okay. Now for the hair, I'm gonna give him a little start. And I'll give him really big locks coming down. So I'm just doing like a C curve and then more of an S here shape, and some lines that don't meet up. I'm making those really dark, and I'll do some also coming from the ears, going up to the ears, coming down, wiggly, and some curves around here. And I'm gonna make this part sort of accentuate this sort of diamond shape underneath. Okay. And then really we're just gonna make him super fluffy and hair however which way, just by adding curved lines. I'll do like a caramel color for the nose. Under here I'll make it a little darker because it's gonna have sort of a shadow, and up here will be lighter. This is a rust color, and I'm going to start with the darker areas, which are going to be the ear, like under the ear. Sort of making an indication for your individual locks of hair. Underneath this top layer, so like this will be one lock of hair, so underneath it we'll have a shadow. So you can really go crazy and color anywhere you want. I think it's important to keep your lines curved. Underneath here is going to be dark to indicate some shadow happening from there. And then a few more shadows just to indicate layers. And the rest I'll just do the same color but lighter. Just do some flyaway hairs here. Now for these long strokes, I'm moving my whole arm from the shoulder. And smaller movements, I use my wrist. I think this looks appropriately scruffy with the coloring pencils. You could use any sort of medium. It would look really nice with watercolors. Okay, there we go. So I hope you enjoy these cows as much as I do. I'd love to see your artwork, so you can post it or bring it in, and you can do all three or choose your favorite. Thanks.